Hi everyone, I'm John Maxey, and today I'm joined by Miss Shayla and Miss Tamara, and we're going to talk about the YEP program. How are you guys doing?
Fine, how are you?
All right. Could you start off by telling me what YEP stands for and your roles with the program?
Okay, so YEP is called the Youth Empowerment Program. And basically, I am a lead case manager, and Tamara, she's also a case manager. We're basically career coaches. We just make sure that the students that come into our program are well prepared for the real world. So a lot of times we'll get a youth from 9th grade and we'll follow them all throughout 12th grade and a year after, just to make sure that they're prepared for the real world. So a lot of times they'll come in, they're not really sure about where they want to work or what exactly they want to do. It's my job, or our jobs, to make sure that that person is prepared for the real world.
Okay. Is that the main objective of YEP?
Yes and no. Our main objective is job readiness training, but it's also to make sure that you know about any of the programs that are out there. If you need help with anything, if you want to go to college but you're not sure what college, or if you just don't know what you want to do, if you just want to get a job after high school, that's okay too.
Okay. Now, as the YEP program, do you guys work for the district, or is it an outside company that employs you?
No, actually, we do not work for the district. The company that we work for is called Congreso de Latinos Unidos. I know that's a big name. It's actually based out of Philly. It's a Latino-based organization, but they do a lot of good in the community. They try to do their best to make sure that people who have the Philadelphia office, they try to make sure that if you need help with GED training, housing, healthcare, things of that nature.
Okay. Now, you guys said you don't work for the district, so can you explain the process of how students get involved or picked for YEP?
Well, a lot of times we'll get referrals from
Okay.
word of mouth is our biggest referrals. We have a lot of kids that are in the program and they'll say, "Oh, I want to join YP because I heard about a job," but that's not our main objective. We don't want to just place you in a job.
Yeah.
We really want to make sure that you're ready for that job. And I just want to make clear that we don't have connections with like Burger King or Chick-fil-A or any of those resources as of right now, but we do make sure that we do our best to try and help you get those jobs.
Okay. And now, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is your YEP program during school or is it an after school?
It's actually all throughout the school day. It's not really a specific time where you come in and you say, "Oh, this is what I need to come in and do X, Y, Z." The most we'll have our students in our room for is about 5 minutes, if they. I mean, if you have an issue, of course, then you can come in and talk to us. But there's not a reason why, like, no kids is in our office for like 20 to 25 minutes or like an hour. That's not the case. We just have them in just to make sure that they know what they're doing. They need help with something. That's about it.
Okay, so you're here more as a resource for them?
Yes.
All
like
right.
that extra supportive cheerleader, that person that's going to say, "Hey, you can do it." We'll know if you're feeling discouraged. Just know we're here to make sure that you're getting that boost up, that you're energized, you know what you're doing. If you're having troubles at home, anything.
All right. Are you just in this building or are you anywhere else?
Oh no, actually, I'm just in Norristown. My coworker Tamara, she's also in Roosevelt, and we have another coworker named Erica Collins who's also over at Monco Tech. So anyone if you're an AM Tech or PM Tech, you can also join it, or if you're also in Roosevelt, you can join YP as well.
All right. So you said one of the big goals of YEP is to help students get ready for the workforce. What are some things or maybe events that you do for that? Do you set up job interviews?
Yes.
Yes, we actually do mock interviews. We
Okay.
do job readiness training. We have an MEA panel where we get a bunch of different employers to come out and speak to the children about how they would do on interviews and what they expect and things to wear and what not to do. So we do a bunch of those. And our mock interviews are the students' favorite. They love the mock interviews because we give good feedback and we're like, it's serious. You have to dress professional. So that's the thing.
All right. Are you doing any other type of events throughout the year, like social events for the students?
A big one that we do at the end of the year, a lot of times we do it for our seniors. We'll have basically a big trip. We'll do like to Arnold's or something like that.
Okay.
We haven't done that so far. We're actually working on doing something like that, maybe hopefully in December. I could be wrong, but depending on how funds go, we could possibly do a big trip then. But other than that, I think we're also trying to do a program called, I can't remember the name of it right now.
Positive direction.
Sorry. Positive Directions is a program that we also promote. That's a big program that we promote because it's basically helping you prepare for college. Now, when you're in the YP program, it's a free program. So we have students that'll go over to MONCO, the Montgomery County Community College, and they'll actually take a Roll Live college course.
Okay.
It'll start about like December all the way up until May, and that's mainly for our juniors and our seniors. And you'll get 4 college credits for that. And if you're a junior and you do Positive Directions, when you come into your senior year, you can also do another 4 and get 8 college credits, and you'll be going into college with 8 college credits.
Oh, wow.
And from a person who's been through college, 4 college credits totally free, that is a huge deal, a huge deal.
So you guys are sort of, you get to create these programs like the Positive Directions, like you just said.
Yes.
Are there any other type of programs that you guys do out? Are they seasonal throughout the year, or do you do them all year round?
We have, right now, during the holiday season, we have our holiday youth employment. So
Okay.
actually, that's where you have to be 16 or older and be in the youth empowerment program. And right now, we have a connection with TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
Okay.
So they actually told us we will take the children that are in YEP. So they come, they fill out an application and turn it in, and they make sure they put YEP on
Very nice.
the referral. So that's what we're doing right now. And then we have our summer YEP program, where it's actually we have 120 slots.
120 or 180.
120 slots for summer employment. So we actually go out and make different connections. I think one connection was ACPPA, which is
A daycare.
a daycare. We had a connection with Elmwood Zoo. We had a
Okay.
connection with a couple hair.
So there's a
stylists
range
around.
of jobs
A
that you're
range
offering.
of jobs, and we have 120 spots to fill.
And we also had the high school. We had several students working in the high school this year.
So, and that starts from 14 to 18.
Okay. So you're sort of preparing them. Is it? You said it starts. They can be, remember, their freshman year.
Yes.
Yes.
So you're just preparing them. They're all 4 years.
Yes. And
All
a good way to get a jump start on that is our 21st Century program. A lot of times we'll refer kids there if they're in 9th or 10th grade, just to get them prepared. A lot of times, some kids, we call it getting yourself fired, because we want to prepare you for like the best job. We don't want to set anyone up for failure. So when we join our 21st Century program, it basically helps you hone in those skills, make you people ready, make you customer service savvy, basically things like that. Basically putting yourself in that person's shoes, things like that. So when our 21st Century really helps us, with the 13, well, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Brain freeze. That really helps us with kids that are in those grades 9th and 10th to help them prepare for those other grades. So we just make sure that we do our best to try and help prepare those just so they can then come on over to YP. Not saying that if you're in 9th or 10th grade that you can't be, but it's just basically that's like a leg up, just so you'd be like, oh, I want to be in YP, but I can also join 21st Century.
So you're really giving these students a chance to network with
Yes.
in the workplace.
Yes.
Is that another goal of IEP?
Yes.
Sort of that stepping stone for them?
Yes, it is, because we're teaching them how to network. Sometimes it's not all about, what you know. It's also about who you know. Because you can know everything, but sometimes you won't know the right person to get that job interview. And sometimes we do have those connections. That's why we bring in MEA panels, because they're actual employers. They're hiring resources. And they're just like, well, if you're dressed this way, I wouldn't, hire you. Or if you're speaking to me this way, I wouldn't hire you. And just letting them know that, it's a real job. It's not just, something to do for the summer. We look at this as a real work experience.
Okay. How long have you guys been involved with the district now?
This is going into my second to third year.
Okay. Do you have any stories that come to mind of success stories so far with the program?
I think I have one. I had a senior my first year here, and a teacher came to me and said, look, he's not going to graduate if he doesn't pass this class. And I'm freaking out, what do you mean? He's not going to graduate? And it's I think 4th marking period or something like that. And I'm just like, wait, what do you mean? You're not going to graduate? And I really had to go to him and talk to him and say, look, you're not going to graduate if you don't pass this class. And it was mainly a lot of times him just being the student being stubborn and not wanting to do the work. So just making students aware that you have to do the work in order to get a passing grade. It doesn't matter if you don't like this person or you don't like this. The work is what matters. That's the end result.
Did he get a job involved with YEP?
Yes, actually, he had several jobs. The last I heard, he was going to college, and he was also working at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, one of the two. And he was still there. You know, they actually wound up keeping him on.
So you go. These jobs are, you know, real jobs. They're,
Yes.
well, I guess they're part-time because they're students, but they can
Yes.
keep them as long as they want.
Yes, because they could turn to the employer and say, the employer, we had, over the summer, we had several students get hired at a nursing facility. And just because they liked their work, they were professional, they came to work on time, they decided to keep them. We also have employers come back and tell us, like, look, I want Mary, Joe, and whoever else. I want them specifically all throughout the rest of the year.
Wow.
So also, like, you know, we tell the students, like, look, we may get you this job for right now, we may place you at this site, but if you keep it, it's you know, it's totally up to you.
And it's just, you know, it's another chance to network too, because
Yes.
that opens up more windows of opportunity for them, I guess.
Exactly.
All right. Well, do you guys have anything else you'd like to add?
Well, you know, if you want to learn more about the YEP program or the 21st Century program, you could come see us in 264. We're always there. Just ask for Ms. Shayla or Ms. Tamara or the YEP program.
Okay. And you guys, are there papers they can pick up anywhere? Or just come to your office?
Just come to our office and we'll have it all for you.
All right. Thank you guys for talking to me today.
Thank you.
I'm John Maxey, and I just talked to Ms. Shayla and Ms. Tamara about the YEP program. Some students, you should really check it out. Now back to you, Eagle's Eye.